There's more. Hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer, a screamer.
What is going on, entertainers? So today I'm coming to you guys with another Hollywood Hot Topics. This time it's a little bit late night. I would come on camera, but my background acting up and like it's getting on my nerves. Okay, it's really getting on my nerves. Like it's getting on my nerves. Hold on. Like see, like hold on, you guys. I'm like such a perfectionist when it comes to stuff like that it's like no camera for now. Okay, so before I get started, make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you guys think about this video, y'all. Okay, so let's get into one of the first things, Megan versus Tory. Who shot ya? Who shot ya? Who shot Megan and her hubs? Okay, we need the answer. All right, so let's start from the beginning. Let's start from the very, very beginning of the trial so far. Okay, so there was some tweets put out about what she was like on the stand, but somebody that was there in witness to it had a refuting story. Okay, had a refuting story about how Megan was acting during the trial. So Nancy tweeted, Megan Thee Stallion called as witness at 11:15. Her voice cracked at the first question when asked if she knew Daster Peterson. Okay. She quickly regained composure, asked if she was nervous. She replied back, I just don't feel good. Okay. So it seems as if she was really, really emotional on the stand, which I do believe. Here's my whole thing. A lot of people don't believe that Tory pow-powed her. I think he did 100%. And the reason why is because you have to look at people's behavior when they do stuff like this similarly, because y'all gotta, this is what made me solidify that he did it. The way he acted with August. Anytime he feels slighted, he acts and he rebels and gets angry, because what he did to August was not even needed. If somebody don't want to dap you up because they don't F with you, they don't want to dap you up, period. So him walking, August walking past him and him going to August, sort of confronting him for not dapping him up. That's when it confirmed to me that he did what he did to Megan. Because it's like, really, it's not even that serious. He has a short man's complex, and I feel as if he's embarrassed of ever being clowned. So I think when Megan was clowning him, because it's being said that when they were in the car or whatever, Megan sort of clowned him, was just like, oh, your short butt can't even rap. Okay. You're the shortest dude in the industry. You get no respect. Okay. You give leprechaun tease. So I think that kind of made him mad. And that's what he kind of do the dance B. You get what I'm saying? So I agree. I think he did it 100%. I hate how people are making it seem as if Megan's just making up all these lies and everything. Y'all got to understand. Y'all not going to understand those situations like this until you're in it, girl. Okay? Until somebody's doing something like that to you, that's when you're going to really be able to run your mouth. So it's so funny to me how people's always like, oh my God, she's a liar. She's making this up. She's doing this. She's doing that. But have y'all ever been in that situation? Have y'all even ever been in a DV relationship? Then it's kind of like you have no room to sort of like think that you know what you're talking about, because you just end up sounding stupid, in my opinion. Okay, so look at not Megan, but Tory leaving the courthouse, and mind you, he brought his son. Yeah, I had to check my phone for a second. My bad, y'all. He brought his son to the courthouse, which I'm thinking, why you bring your son to the courthouse? Like, it just don't make no sense. This is one video of him leaving. Mind you, he had the do-rag on at first, but then look, he has his son in the courthouse. Why this is allowed, it makes no sense to me. Why would you want to bring your son to a court case to where you're being alleged that you pow-powed somebody in the foot? That to me is kind of dumb, and that shows how much of a narc he is. And I feel like he's trying to get sympathy for it. Sympathy and payola is the theme of this lie. He's trying to get sympathy from the judge. Sort of how like Blueface called Krishan his wife. You know that? He was like, my wife, Krishan Rock. Meanwhile, he treats her like That's his bum sister. So I think he's really doing that for, sympathy. And the child really should have been in some daycare or school, because what are you doing? Like, does he have, academics to learn? Shouldn't be doing this. It just doesn't make sense to me. Okay? Mercedes said, LOL, my bad, typing too fast. Sympathy, son. That child should have been in school. Exactly. I just wish Megan didn't do that Gayle King interview, because they're probably going to use that against her. I agree with that 100%. The Gayle King interview, I think when she did it, she didn't want to admit certain things because she didn't want to look like a whore. Like, I'm just keeping it a buck. And you know what's weird too? I noticed the people that they're alleging that Megan has messed around with, none of them are related in type. The only people I would say is the baby and Tory, because they're both short and angry. But like, when it comes to, they're alleging, of course, she's been with Party, right? But then it's the baby, Tory Lanez, and then Ben Simmons, which I know he probably like, why am I in this? They don't all look alike, which is kind of weird. So that's what's kind of like, did she really sleep with Ben Simmons? That sort of seemed random, and that sort of seemed like something that was just thrown in last minute just to sort of make her look like a bigger, whore bucket than she does already in the industry, because all the rappers kind of sort of throwing subs at her. So I feel like that was a random name thrown in. Yes, I am over this whole situation as well. So I feel like we've been talking about this since pre-pandemic, and it's really getting on my nerves. I feel like with this verdict, it's going to determine whose career continues to go and whose career takes a dramatic fall and goes to an oblivion. Okay, so it's really gonna depending on which side the pendulum drop, baby. Okay, I wanted to show you guys a video of this girl named her name Milagro from On Site. If y'all been on YouTube for a minute, y'all know that she used to have a YouTube channel called Millitube. Okay, she used to have a YouTube channel called Millitube, and she used to talk about how so she used to do reviews and stuff. Sort of kind of what I do, but no Zeus kind of topics. Yes. So I remember her specifically from YouTube. A lot of people don't even know that. They don't even know she had like a YouTube channel. I tried to look for a YouTube channel like months ago when I kind of found out she's like involved with It's On Site and stuff, but I couldn't find her YouTube anyway. So I don't know if she took it down and she privated her YouTube or what. But Sister Girl was in the courthouse, and this is what she had to say about Megan's sort of reaction
and Megan
demeanor in the courthouse. Okay.
cried. They a damn lie. Megan made crying noises. The first thing out of Megan's mouth was, I swear to God, I wish y'all could see that shit so bad. There he goes right there. Sorry. And no till fail. They ask another question, she go right back stale face on some other shit. Like, it was just
Wow. Okay. So do you think that Kelsey
and Raw Ali still talks with her breath? Okay, one thing about Raw Ali, she talks, she doesn't breathe. One thing about Raw Ali, y'all, and I'm tired by the way, so sorry if I'm sort of like less energy, but I'm trying to bring it for you guys. But one thing about Raw Ali, you guys, she talks with her breath. Okay, she'll be like, oh my God, wow, Jesus, whoa, really? I mean, she's really airy and breathy with her voice.
in your opinion, I understand you're still at location. I understand you are still there. You are still hearing the details of the case. And I understand the verdict is not in yet completely. I understand. But do you think that Kelsey shot Megan?
no.
Okay. Who do you think shot Megan Thee Stallion?
I think that they let us listen to the actual gunshots. Somebody's Ring camera picked up the shots, so you can hear it. There's nothing to see, but you can hear the shots when it's followed. Pop, pop, pop. Pause. Pop, pop. To me,
I know she did not just mimic them gunshots. Girl, you can't make this up. I'm telling you. She talking about it went pop, pop, pop. Pop goes the weasel. Pop, pop, pop. That is interesting, though. I wish we would are able to hear that ourselves, but of course, it's court closed information that the public doesn't have access to. But if we were able to get the audio of this whole situation, I feel like somebody on the Twitter sphere, because we got mad detectives on the Twitter sphere that would be able to break down the audio, and probably will be able to break it down to the point where we'll be able to hear voices in the audio. So I wish the public had access to that.
I feel like there was a struggle over a weapon, and the gun went off. I don't think that anybody set up and shot directly at the girl. No. They trumped up so bad today, it was pitiful.
What you mean?
In terms of, for example, she has repeatedly stated that she was walking away facing the back and that she was going towards the rear of the car. Told this to her prosecutors, told this to the detectives, everything. Now her story is she was walking towards the front of the car, so in front of the hood, and that Tory shot over the window at her. He stood up on the little step and was half in, half out the car and shot over. And
what did she say? So you're looking at someone pick up a firearm, point it, and shoot.
She didn't see that. All of a sudden, she say Tory must have got over because Kelsey was in the seat. She claimed he ended up getting in. The defense attorney said, "How long would you say it took you to get out the car to the front of the car before the shot started?" She said like 2 or 3 seconds, a few seconds. They say so. Tory got to Kelsey's seat, opened the door, stood up, said, "Dance, bitch," and shot at you and all that shit within that matter of seconds. Well, I don't know what he did in the car. I don't know. Maybe he could have. I'm just trying to understand how he got there, but maybe it's just all over the place. It is not logical. It's not logical.
Okay. So she's never actually said, in the time that you've been in the courtroom, you've not heard her say, "I saw Tory Lanez shoot me."
No, she said it multiple times with a vengeance too. He shot me. I don't know about this, but I know he shot me. I know that. Sure.
But she didn't see him shoot her, is what it is, right? Is that what the...
No, she did not. She said, when he said, "Dance, bitch," she looked over her left shoulder and saw him with a gun. They say, "What you do?" She said, "I froze." And so they said, "Did you see him shoot you?" Well, I didn't see any. I saw him with the gun and he said, "Dance, bitch," so I knew who it was. They said, "You say he put his arm out. How you know that was his arm?" No, I saw him with the gun and he said, "Dance, bitch." She told the motherfucking detective, "I didn't tell y'all that I had got shot because I didn't know I had got shot, and I didn't want to falsely accuse anybody or give misinformation." Okay. If them people said that Megan cried, they a damn lie. Megan made crying noises. The first thing out of Megan.
Okay, so what do you guys think about Miss Milagros, witness testimony that she saw in the courthouse? I will say this. I understand why she didn't try to snitch on Tory at the time. You guys got to understand the period of time this happened. This was at the height of all those riots. This was at the height when police was on Black people's A's. So I get it. I get why she didn't try to snitch right away. Like, it makes a lot of sense to me. Had it happened now, and let's say she didn't try to snitch, it would look super suspicious. But y'all got to put y'all mindset in the time frame that this happened in. This was literally around the time of all these riots. COVID, I think, had just popped off. Like, it was a bad time. So I get why she didn't want to snitch. I hate how people are kind of negating that fact, to be honest. It's stupid to me. So everyone keeps using her walking away as an excuse and her not being able to see. Dance B is going to... I'm not playing with y'all. Even if I was walking away, I would be able to know who pow-powed me. I can just take a little sneak peek behind me or hear a voice. Milagro is so biased. Why is she mad? One thing I like about Milagro, for one, she gave me lucky homophobic teas because she said some things on her YouTube that are very questionable. I'm just going to keep it a buck. And then two, I feel like any girl or rap girl that's not Nicki, she always has something negative to say about them, which to me, that's very biased. Nicki is not God. She's just another rapper. She is the best rapper, don't get me wrong. We all know that. I think that. But hey, don't negate other people's, factual evidence. That's all I'm saying. All right, so it says not rocket science. Ourself, Meg's position. Walking away doesn't been. She's been fully blind. Imagine yourself walking away. You can still see what's up, And I gotta also remember the girl was very drunk too, in my opinion. So I think she was highly inebriated, and that sort of clouded her judgment as well. But let's not sit here and act like Tory's not no violent nigga. Like, come on now. That's what people that are excusing him, to me, like, y'all really just ignoring everything else he's ever done. Like, that's all just out of the memory. You get what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Come on. August Alcida didn't want to dap him up, and he ended up punching this man to the point where he bled. Because he didn't want to dap him up. You would have thought August, when I first heard that they fought and stuff, I'm thinking maybe they got in an argument or something. And you see the video of this boy walk past him because he didn't want to dap you up, and then you get mad because your short self-esteem gets hurt. Are you kidding me? And y'all don't think he did something? Y'all crazy as heck on this internet if y'all believe that. I'm sorry. Because that to me was like 100% proof. Because it's not like he looked at you and said, oh, you midget, or said you leprechaun and walked past him. He just didn't want to dap you up because he don't mess with you. I'm the same way, bro. If I don't mess with you, I'm walking right past you like I don't even see you. You statue, you waxed out like a mannequin. Okay? He is it is a short man syndrome for sure. It is. I think he did it. It sounds like something he would do, to be honest. And a lot of people don't know. When you shoot a pow pow, because I'm not trying to say the word so much because y'all know how YouTube do. When you shoot a pow pow, right? Anybody in close proximity to it will get the residue on them. So that's how I believe Kelsey and Tory ended up testing positive for the residue. It's because she was in close proximity to the pow pow. Because once you shoot that pow pow, the residue, the GUN residue goes like everywhere. That's why the girl had tested positive for it. That's why it makes sense to me. Maybe it might have been a struggle for it, but at the end of the day, I really feel like he did it. Yes, and he denied that too. Yep, Tory have anger problems. And you could see some of the blogs are being very biased. Okay, I'm not gonna name them. They're being very biased about who and what they post about certain people in the case. Like certain girls or certain blogs are posting more on Tory's side. Certain blogs are posting more on Megan's side. You can just kind of see it too. That some of them are kind of like paying them off, probably, allegedly. Okay? That's what I'm seeing from it. All right? Said, I feel bad for Kelsey. Didn't she just have a baby? That Gayle interview was a bad look, but that doesn't mean he's innocent. Yeah. The Gayle interview to me was the dumbest thing Megan could have done because it made her look like a liar. Because she asked her blatant out and said, hey, did you sleep with the leprechaun? And then she said no. But we all know she slept with the leprechaun. Okay? Like, it's kind of obvious she slept with the leprechaun. But my whole thing is, why does it matter if she slept with the leprechaun or not? That doesn't give him any right to pop out her in the foot. I just hate... I bet y'all. I just hate how people are kind of like excusing that fact because they're using her sleeping around as an excuse of like, hey, she deserved it. Like, come on now. Let that have been y'all sister or y'all big cousin. It would have been, oh my God, he shot my cousin. Da, 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 da. Okay, plot twist. They took turns because Milagro said there was a pause in shots. I don't think they took turns. Lexi, I don't think that happened. Okay, didn't he also, the Selena girl? Listen, she ain't no angel, but he goes too far. Exactly. I'm not saying she's like heavenly angel, Ave Maria. No, I'm not saying she none of that, okay? I'm just saying you got to see people for what they do, okay? Since this thing has happened with Tory, have you ever seen Megan get into it with any dudes fighting in the club or anything like that? Fist fight with any dudes? Her and Party getting into DV situations? No. But what have we seen since this whole thing has happened? Multiple problems for Tory. Multiple stuff happening with him beating people up. That's a pattern. You got to watch a person's pattern. Okay, he fits the pattern. All right, I'm just saying. You sure did. I don't blame Megan. Who would want to admit they slept with that medium-sized man? Medium, small, medium. Okay, maybe Tory packing something heavy, girl. Maybe he's packing some artillery, and we're not talking about the pow pow. I'm talking about the artillery in the underwear. Okay, that's what it's giving. He's packing heavy artillery in the underwears. Okay, all right, that's what it's giving to me. He's not medium. He's small and angry. The baby also small and angry as well. Yeah, for sure. And the thing is too, you can. It's being alleged out there too that Kelsey's going to take the stand and basically admit that he was the one that powed her. Because I think what he's trying to do is flip it on her and make it seem like she was the one who did it, which is so messed up. Because I doubt she did it. Okay. What you guys think about this whole situation? Okay, who do you think, who shot you? Okay, who do you think did it? All right. Of course, I'm gonna keep updated on this case, and of course, when the verdict happens, we're gonna go live and we're gonna talk about it all. Okay. Megan has a type. I don't think she has a type though, because let's say she slept with the baby. Let's say she slept with Tory Lanez. Let's say she slept with Ben Simmons. Let's say, of course, she's with Party. To me, none of these dudes are similar except for the baby and Tory. Both of them are short and angry. The rest of them, no. So it doesn't make any sense. I wonder if they're gonna bring Meg's past DV arrests. They might. Look like he low-key, yeah, for sure. They're using excuse possible for this man since day one. And you can tell a lot of these blogs, and it's a lot of people that are on his side, believe it or not. Like, if you read the comments on some of these blogs, they're Tory down. They want to see Megan taken down by her hooves, okay? They want to see this girl taken down by her hooves to her neck. And it's sad. It's so sad. I can do that because when the happened, he literally said Kels didn't do it. He's exactly. Because then first, this is what's so crazy about it. Y'all say she is a liar. He's a liar too. Because at one point, he said she didn't get pow-powed and that she stepped in glass or something outside. So now there's audio of an actual pow-pow-pow. So it was a pow-pow that went off. Right? So you're a liar too, because you just said there was no pow-pow involved, and that she stepped in glass because she was outside like a bald-headed crackhead or something. So which one is it? Was there a GUN involved, or was there glass on the floor that she stepped on that started to make her bleed, and all of a sudden they just found magical bullet fragments in her foot? You got to pay attention to some of these things. They're just making things up at this point. He was making things up at that point in the past, because now it's a whole different tune, and now it's Kels to blame. Kelsey's the one to blame, right? But back then, him and Kelsey were in cahoots, and they were on the internet and acting as if Megan's delusional, and she just made up the whole situation, and she had a bad dream. Okay? They don't want to hear another. They don't want to hear another Nate from the stable garage. They say, yeah, when Tory went live, he said there was no exit wounds, blah, blah, blah. Now there's audio. Exactly. The fact that there's audio of a pow-pow changed the whole story, because that theory of she wasn't even hit in her foot can't be used anymore. Because if there's audio of GUN shots, that breaks down the theory 100%. You know what I'm saying? So you can't use that anymore. So Tory is slowly but surely losing his defense, and I don't think he sort of realizes that. Ronnie said, I hope you don't win. I'll be so mad because it's obvious. You telling me. Whether you... Don't get me wrong, Megan has some inconsistencies in her stories, but I will say her story has been a lot more consistent than Tory's, in my opinion. Okay? Because at one point he said there wasn't even no GUN involved. That was just a theory. And all of a sudden, it's involved. Kelsey and Terry were Cookie Crunch girlfriends until the case came up. They really were Cookie Crunch girlfriends. They were Cookie Crunch girlfriends against Megan, and she didn't know what to do with herself, okay? She was enemy number one to them. Now, all of a sudden, y'all don't even... she's testifying on the behalf of Megan's defense. So what's really tea? What's really good, in the words of Jameson, okay? What's really good? Yes, she said on live months ago, people was helping him with his story. Yeah, obviously. And believe it or not, a lot of the people in the industry too are really very much on Tory's side. They're just not going to say it out there because they don't want to get the backlash at all. Okay? They don't want to get the backlash for hating on Black women. So, yeah. Also, here, surgeon is required to do immediate surgery, was required to do immediate surgery, and the surgeon is going to testify also, because the surgeon was the one who removed the bullet fragments after her being shot in the foot. So that's going to be soon too. So every day, day by day, we're going to be getting a lot more updates. I wish I knew somebody personally that would go up inside that courthouse. Okay. Just how I remember when Tasha K, you guys, shout out to Tasha K. Okay, I'm talking about the one. Shout out to Tasha K, you guys. When Tasha K was on trial for Cardi B, there was so much witnesses and key witnesses in that courthouse. With this case, it seems like there's not a lot of people able to sneak in and wiggle their way in that courtroom. Okay, so I wish I kind of knew some entertainers that would be able to, enter in that courtroom so we could get some eyewitness, accounts. But it's kind of sad that we won't. Is Kylie really going to take the stand? I really doubt it. I feel like Chris is going to do anything that it takes to be able to stop that from happening. I really do. Kylie don't want to be in the... Oh, yeah, for sure. Raw being messy to catch Sky's hands again. This the thing with Raw Ali. Raw Ali, to me... To me, she's too much on Nicki's D. Like, we get it, girl. Like, Nicki is paying you overtime, in my opinion, to make all the other rap girls look crazy, or to make to report on all the other rap girls negatively. It's blatantly obvious. Allegedly. I'm just saying, like, come on. Some of this stuff you can't even hide at this point, because it's like anything another rap girl does something bad, it's like it's a constant bash. It's a constant joke and negativity towards them. But if they do something positive, it's ghost town on site. Okay. Now, if this was Kylie Jenner getting a bang pedicure, yep, he would be behind. He'll be been behind jail. And it's funny? Ever since that went down, you ain't see Kylie around no more Black people, girl. The only Black people you see her around is her baby father. After that, she said nope. Chris is like, listen, you're not going to be hanging around all those Black people, okay? Because guess what? We only sleep with them. We don't hang out with them. Because guess what? You could have been the one that got shot in your foot. So guess what? You're not going to hang out with Megan. You're not going to hang out with Kelsey or that little Lane's short guy. You're going to sit at home. We're going to develop this Kylie Cosmetics line, and we're going to get more money, okay? So sit your butt down somewhere, Kylie. I'm sick of you. That's what Chris told Kylie when this happened, okay? So that's why we don't see Kylie ever around any of them anymore. Because Chris made sure that she took correction, right? Not even Travis barely, exactly. I'm telling you, Kylie, listen, Chris gave her a good talking to when she got home. She said, the only thing we take is Black D, okay? We don't hang out with Black D. Because guess what? Black D equals ends up you ending behind the jail bars. That's what's going to happen. So sit down, Kylie. And then you probably had Kim like, you better learn from me. You see what happened with Kanye. Now I have to deal with this man. So learn from me, Kylie. Just sleep with them. Don't even have kids with them either. Y'all, let's move to something a little bit lighter. Like I said, and don't come for me in the comments, because don't get cute in the comments, y'all. For my replay watchers, I feel like Megan is not lying completely about him pow-powing her. It makes 100% sense that he did it just based off of his history. Okay? He doesn't like to be insulted. The reason he beat up Mr. Alcina with his energy, okay? He probably sensed the gay energy on Mr. Alcina and beat him up because of that. But, but I'm just saying, that's the reason why I believe Megan. You have to look at the pattern. Look at his pattern. Look at her pattern since this whole incident has happened. It's not too bad, I'll say that. There's probably been a couple of things I can't think of right now, but it has been to his level. She didn't bloody anybody up. I know that. I'm just saying. All right. Next thing we're gonna talk about, you guys, is Miss Father Love. Father Love, computer love, computer love. Diddy, okay? Computer love, computer love. You know the song that little kid made? Shout out to do. Yo, I'm tired and I'm playing too much on this internet. Okay, so you guys, Academics was basically trying to clown her because y'all know how Diddy may put out there that, you know, he had a new baby in town, and we haven't seen on Miami Pregger, so we're like, oop, there's another girl on the roster. Okay, so she was already clowned about that. So Mr. Academics, I guess, thought that it was funny to kind of clown her about it, and they were going back and forth on Twitter. Okay, so he started with this: I'm nobody's side B. Let's just make this clear on this good Monday. I don't come second to no B. He said, Academics, my name ain't no D, so keep it out of your mouth. You the type of Mike Uncle do like sentences for. B.I. me. You sit your fat, scary A in the house all day talking online. Come outside, police booty boy. B's be like, I can never. I can, and that's the difference. Diddy won't even look half at y'all B's ways. Majority of y'all praying upon a falling star. B, please. That's giving very much Nicki line, okay? Praying upon a falling star, okay? If you know, you know, okay? And she said, I'm not mad, I'm trending. Next. She said, you want to laugh? Let's laugh. I don't want a man because all y'all's be in my DM. Okay? So then this is where she gets a little bit more into Academics. She says, cool for a man to constantly harass me online that I don't know. He did the same when my car got pop out. He laughed when I almost lost my life. Find someone else to play with. I can react how I want to. So then he tweeted, he said, Nick Cannon woman would never be having a mental breakdown the day when he announces a new baby. I'm just saying, straighten up. Y'all be doing what y'all sign up for. And so Young Miami replies back. She said, who's having a mental breakdown? You talking on me, punk? And she says, who having a mental breakdown? Who? I'm trying to figure out when I was mad or having a mental breakdown. I'm in La La Land with my feet up smelling my flowers. Y'all mad. You the one screaming at your screen calling me out my name, punk. One thing about Academics, he makes, I feel like, bloggers look bad because he does it in such a like... I know it sounds so bad, but a loser way. Like you, he's like a loser. Like you could tell he was the kid that was really picked on in like high school or in grade school, and he found this newfound fame on the internet. So he's using that now in order to kind of get back at people that probably were popular in high school and or middle school, such as the Young Miamis of the world. Because, you know, she a city girl. So it's like, he's taking that out on them. We have 100 people in the chat. Make sure you guys hit that like button, girl, okay? It's a very much a late night chat. So make sure you guys hitting that like button because I could rather be in bed right now because I'm exhausted, especially after this long filming day I had, okay? Please. So Mr. Roller Ray is here with a message for you guys. Please hit that like button or Roller Ray gonna haunt y'all in y'all dreams.
It's time to finish these once and for what. Oh, and the friends, nothing to say. And the exes, still over there. Do I care? No. Oh, tune in soon.
Okay, tune in soon. Tune in soon. All right. And then he goes on and says, I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm playing for your healing because right now you sounded like someone who found out the news via TMZ. Like I'm just like everybody else. I'll send my prayers. Love you, hun. He gave me funky tease though, for real though. Because what dude says love you, hun? Okay, so he says you don't even believe that. And then she ended up dropping a picture with Saucy Santana in the bed, right? Which I didn't think she should have did that because you brought your friend in and he took some straight, bullets for the whole situation as well. But I love how Saucy Santana reacted towards Academics, because my whole thing is Academics knows who to try. Because when Diddy spoke up today, he didn't really have much to say. But when it was Carisha all by herself, he had a lot to say. Okay, so Mr. Father Love, Computer Love, okay, says, at Young Miami is not my side chick. Never has been, never will be. She's very important and special to me. I don't play about my shoddy wop. I don't discuss things on the internet, and I will not start today. Y'all, let me tell y'all something, ladies. Y'all got to be careful with dudes that don't claim you, but use that they say a nickname for you instead of saying that's my girlfriend or wife, okay? They say shoddy wop. What's a shoddy wop? That sounds like a cast member of the Proud Family. Ain't no shoddy wop. Am I your girl or not? Okay? That's what Young Miami needs to sort of worry about, to be honest. What's a shoddy wop? Let me know in the comments what's a shoddy wop. And have y'all ever been called a shoddy wop? Because it's given Disney Channel. Okay? So think what you want, but know that if you do something to hurt mine, I'm going to come to your house and we're going to talk about like human beings. Love. Okay? So he's saying he's going to pull up to Mr. Academic's house where he has all his corn chips and juice when he's on that live. And he's going to have a word with him. And you guys see how Academics didn't reply or say anything back. Because one thing about it, Diddy has pull in this industry. Okay, so his booty goons would have been at Academics' door had he been cute with Mr. Diddy. So I think he kind of knew better than that. That's why, to me, Academics, kind of loses respect because he kind of knows who to try and kind of pick with, which is kind of irritating to me. Because especially when the Migos kind of tried him, here had like, and kind of pressed him with the who left on Bad Bougie. He didn't really have a reaction to that because he kind of knows who to try. A lot of celebrities have kind of called him out. So I know he's probably in that cage like Kaya, never able to come out because he knows that he going to have that queen's pressure, in the words of Kaya. And anytime he's coming up out of that house, somebody going to be at that neck, okay? But he came at Santana, and I love how Santana reacted to him. Okay, because Santana wasn't backing down. Shout out to Santana. So, because she posted the picture with Santana, which I feel like she shouldn't have did that too. Plus, the picture kind of looked awkward with her laying next to him like that. But this is what he had to say to, I guess, Saucy.
Try to say I'm not outside, because I will be. And I beg for you to try to step to me. Remember, you're a nigga. You're a nigga. Beg for you to try to say I'm not outside, because I will be. And I beg for you to try to step to me. Remember, you're a nigga.
I guess he was trying to clown Saucy, but the one thing with Saucy, he's never claimed to be a girl. He might joke and they call him Uncle Girl and everything like that, but he's been very secure in the fact that he is still a natural born man. He just likes to, wear his nails and, do his girl type things, wear his makeup, gloss, you get what I'm saying, glitter, shimmer, all that, which there's nothing wrong with that, okay? So I guess he thought that he ate, but he's really hungry and he needs to be hungry. To be honest, Academics, you need to get on that good old Ozempic so you can lose them cheeks. Y'all better do y'all research about that Ozempic, y'all. The girls don't know now, okay? I'm clouded too late right now. So, because them cheeks is giving very much Alvin and the Chipmunks. I think they're doing the human version. So I think Mr. Academics would be first in line to play Alvin. Okay, Big Chickma Cheeks, girl, you could hide 2 microphones in there for his podcast. Okay, but Saucy, you guys kind of did him a big one with some of the tweets. Let me read some of the tweets he was saying, because Saucy was not letting up on Mr. Academics. Okay, and he said a quote to me that I feel like needs to be quoted and used into into the storyboards right now. Okay, he calls Academics a Twitch bee. I've never heard that used in my life. A Twitch bee. Okay, so let me read some of the tweets, you guys. Make sure you guys hitting that like button. You guys, make sure you're hitting that like button. Okay, so he said, if you was a vlogger, you dragging it. Like you want a nigga to buy you a wig or get you pregnant or some. Loser ass N, come outside. N mad because he want to be a city girl. I'm a city girl. Fat A little boy sitting in his room with low self-esteem, screaming and beating his chest trying to make a girl feel bad. Wanna be Wendy William ass N-word. Leave the gays some sugar left for our tank. I just landed in LA, you Twitch B. Listen, that's gonna be the new thing. Any girl that does Twitch, I'm gonna be like, you a Twitch B. I have a YouTuber friend who does Twitch. I'm gonna tell her she should put that in her bio. Put a Twitch B. At home in a room full of corn chips, screaming and spitting in a mic. Taking your aggressions out on women because we know you don't get no pee. Dick beater. He should have said dick eater. He said, I know I'm a man every day when I wake up. That still ain't gonna make you do ish. Okay? So yeah, what do you guys think about that whole situation? I feel like if had it come to blows, I feel like Saucy the way Saucy be moving when he dancing, he moves very fast. Okay, very fast. So I feel like it'll be a very fair fight, and I think that he would have one up on Mr. Academics. Because Academics, to me, he just seemed like he's very much like out of shape. And Saucy been on tour, and he been moving and doing them little them Diddy bop dances. So I think he'll be able to keep up with Mr. Academics if they were to come to blows. So Mr. Academics better, he better take some correction and start going to the gym before he hits up that podcast chair. Because I think Saucy will give him a run for his money, to be honest. It's so funny to me how a lot of straight dudes and stuff, like they do blogs and stuff like that, and like a lot of, feminine type things, but they'd be the first ones to call the girls F words and everything like that. That to me is so hilarious to me, because you guys gossip just as much as we do, if not more. I've seen it in person. It's kind of despicable to me. They do that a lot. But then they see a gay dude come out, oh my God, look at that, that D in the booty boy. But they be the main ones sitting up in there gossiping on all their podcasts, having a whole bunch of girls on their podcasts, humiliating them, talking about them badly, making them feel like crap, lowering their self-esteem. But we're the bad ones. It's kind of confusing to me. I don't know when the world will wake up and kind of realize that. But hey, maybe I'm the only one that notices that. Okay. AK is very much oh yes, for sure. I wish Saucy had his own show. He was supposed to have his own show on Zeus, but it ended up getting scrapped for some reason. He was supposed to have a dating show. So he was the first Bobby I Love You Purr before Bobby I Love You Purr actually started. Okay? He was the first Bobby I Love You Purr. He said preach. Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of some of these podcasts, I don't know why girls even still go on these shows. These fresh and fit podcasts that like they'll literally go there. I watched one the other day, right? Because y'all know I cover a lot of Zoo stars and everything like that, right? Because to me, Academics he's in the same boat as those podcasters that do, even though he's been doing it a lot longer than them. I'll give him his credit. He did put kind of podcasting really on the map. So I'll give him that. He was one of the ones that put it on the map. So big shout out to him and his Big Debbie Cheeks for putting that on the map. But those podcasts that those fresh and fits, right? I watched it because Diamond and Raven was on it, and literally they go around to each girl, tell them to introduce themselves. It was like a cattle call, and they say what? They say your name, say where you're from, and say what's the last amount of like education that you have. Like, let me go. Like, let's say my name Estelita. I'll be like, I'm Estelita. I'm from Southern California. I'm like an Instagram model, and I do OnlyFans. And my last education was an associate's degree. And I'm like, y'all really answering these dudes like they're like, oh, it was. I cringed that whole time. It was so bad, you guys. Diamond and Raven got to catch up. It was so bad, you guys. It was more than them two. It was like a whole group of girls, but Diamond and Raven were on there as well. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about that whole situation. I will say this though, when it comes to Miami, I feel like her and Diddy didn't have a thorough enough talk about where they stand in each other's lives, because for him to make that big announcement like that when he's been so publicly out with Miami, because it's obviously he's a trick, and there's a lot of tricks out there. Okay, I just found out tonight that there's a trick that has a network on Not STV, and we're gonna get into that, tomorrow and everything. Like, apparently the guy who owns Not STV is a trick, allegedly. So that's a whole nother can of worms that we're gonna open tomorrow. So obviously P. Diddy's a trick, but I feel like they put too much stock in their relationship publicly that a lot of people thought that, hey, like, Miami's your girl. So when we all see all these girls being added to the roster from, the baby mom, and now we have this Instagram model that he was seen out with, which she is a bad mama jamma girl. Like, sorry, Miami, but she beats you 10 pounds. She beats you. Oh, I'm sorry, Miami. Like, the girl is gorgeous. She's stunning. She's sickening. Okay? And we're going to get into Miss Gina in a minute. Which I think was kind of funny too. But this is her, you guys. She is gorgeous. And she's probably tricking off for her too. So, hey. Get it how you live, girl. So if you guys see her right here, she has a little bucket hat on. She looks like Lauren from BGC12 a little bit. It looked like they had matching shoes on, low key, but not really. Okay, he over here spit her game like, I changed your life. Like, I'll take you from, you feel me? I'll take you from Instagram model to on Vogue. Okay, because I got connections at Vogue. So if you just, Vogue with me in the bedroom and, I give you some things to, play with me, you'll end up on Vogue. So that's all I'm gonna need you to do. I can't reveal my real life because it's not gonna be accepted in the industry. So you gotta be one of the girls on my roster. You think you could do that for me? All right, cool. That's probably the conversation. And this is her, guys. She's bad. She favors to me Lisa Milan from Real Housewives of Dubai in the white dress. She kind of looks like Lisa Milan a little bit. Okay, and then the mother of the newly born baby is Dana Tran. She's giving very much Kourtney Kardashian. Okay, so that's just been the girls on the roster. And one of the old girls on the roster that's, kind of decided to pop up and do them a big one was Miss Gina. Miss Gina thought that she was cute. Okay. So she did a little TikTokity TikTok and a little Instagramming. And she said, when beefing with you over but whole time he got somebody else pregnant. City girls down 1,000%. And JT says he's saying you to the chop shop. Sit this one out. I will say this, and this is something that I've noticed that kind of bothers me. Anytime JT has a beef, Young Miami's nowhere to be found. The moment Young Miami has a beef, JT's like right behind her. Why is that? Let me know, entertainers. Why is that? Do you guys think it's because JT has Carisha has sort of held, the ground for the city girls while JT was in the clinker, okay, wearing orange, running through R&D, like she said in the song, which I think that was one of the best freestyles that ever to be existed. The freestyle she made when she fresh got out the clinker. Shout out to JT, because the girl can actually spit. All right. First day out, one of the best freestyles I think ever. Do you guys think that's the reason why? Because it's kind of weird to me. Like, remember when JT was beefing with the Cardi and everything like that, and all the rap girls and stuff like that. We didn't see Young Miami kind of, because in my opinion, let us have been duos. I would have been tag teaming everybody. Okay, we would have been Ed and Eddie, baby. Trust. Especially if we making a whole lot of money together, bro. Like, I'm gonna have your back regardless. I don't care if you wrong. Okay, I'm gonna tell you wrong behind the scenes. I'll be like, hey, girl, like, you're wrong. I'm gonna have your back, but like, hey, chill out. But like, I ain't gonna just let them attack you on Twitter and me just stand there. Like, no, that to me is kind of weird. All right, so after she posted that, you already know, Young Miami had to do her clap back. She said, Gina, you've been bad ever since I came in this picture, HOE. You've been crying for a baby for 10 years. You've been around as a bee that eat P and D when he feel like it. You a eater. You the same bee that was crying on Tasha K when you wanted a poor baby sushi. Hold on. Y'all talking about me. I'm so sick of y'all bringing me up. I'm so sick of y'all bringing me up. One thing about it, I still got a pick out in me. So guess what? I'll take any interviews that I can. Miss Carisha, worried about Diddy effing them boys. That's what you need to be worried about. Yeah, Let me go sip on some wine. Tasha, get out. Go home. Go. It's late. Jesus Christ. She always coming up in here. Like, I be telling her leave. She don't listen. Jesus, Lord, Tasha. I tell y'all we keep saying Tasha's name. She gonna just keep popping up every chance that she get. I'm sick of that. Okay? Anyways, let me continue. Took over my live, y'all. All right, so she said when she wanted a pay a baby poor sushi. So you wanted a baby I have a career. You a certified freak. Listen, don't say no stuff like that, Young Miami, because guess what? Y'all be rapping about being certified freaks. So which one is it? Are you certified or not? Because you guys are demeaning the Baddie Girls brand. The City Girls brand, I said baddies. The City Girls brand. Because you guys are supposed to be certified freaks. Okay? That's the whole brand of the City Girl. I'm a City Girl. Okay? You want to trick off dudes, get the bag, and that's that. So which one is it? All right? Anyways, you say you haven't heard from Diddy since the awards, reminiscent on abortions. Let that hurt go, Chun-Li. I've been on. You can't call. If I wanted you to eat my Diddy would have had you on your knees. You a eater. Do you guys think that's kind of racist of her calling her sushi and Chun-Li? Or is it just a fair game because Sister Girl thought she was cute, so Young Miami thought, let me get cuter. If I get cute, let me get cuter. Shout out to Mona Simone. Okay? Oh, she said, y'all play with Diddy and not me. Me too, B. Said, for real, I'm on one I'm with whatever, whenever, at any given time. You know, it'd be kind of funny if Cardi B was just like, shut up, Carisha, and just added her. Just to see what reaction she would get out of her. Because they already know she's sort of beefing with JT. They were just on live. There's picture evidence. Y'all, some tea just dropped. Oh, hold on. What? No, listen, I know the CEO of Not As TV. That tea I got, because, I got it. Just know I got it, okay? But I don't know about Mr. Lemmy Pepper, okay? But the Zeus one, but the Not As TV I got. That I got, which stay tuned tomorrow. I'm going to we gonna do some things with that. Okay, we're gonna do some things with that. And I'm gonna try to get somebody on here. Okay, I'm gonna try to get somebody on here so we could break down with the breakdown. Okay. Next thing I wanted to talk about, you guys, was Little Fizz and the. Oh yeah, one last thing. I wanted to say, like I said before, I don't feel like Young Miami and Diddy sort of really talked about their placement in each other's lives. That's why there's so much confusion, and that's why Young Miami is going off the way that she is, because, like Academic said, even though he is such a douche rag, he did say something truthful. You never see none of Nick Cannon's girls going back at it, because guess what? They knew the mission. The mission was to get the turkey baster and to take the sperm and to put it up the hoo-ha. You know the episode of The Game when that girl's trying to trap Darwin? Is given that with Nick Cannon. So they knew the mission. They knew the mission with the turkey baster and everything. So that was no issue. That's why you never see them going back and forth on the socials, because they know their places. So I feel like when it comes to Young Miami and Diddy, they haven't established their certified places in each other's lives. That's why when all these news is coming out, you see Young Miami sort of going off on Twitter, and she's easily triggered. Okay? That's what I think. Anyways, Adara, you say remember the episode? Yes, The Game is legendary. Let's talk about Fizz and the Big Debbie cakes. Listen, would you guys be okay with your man on OnlyFans throwing back the Debbie cakes? Okay. All right. So basically what happened was, I guess, this is why, to me, I'll never do OnlyFans, because stuff like this. Because it's like, girl, I'll hide under a rock, girl. Oh my God. That's why you don't send no news of yourself to nobody either. So basically, I guess somebody, you know how OnlyFans works, right? You can kind of message someone for if you want some exclusive content. If you want to see, the Big W cakes, in rare form, you sort of message them like, hey, I want to see your Debbie cakes under neon lights. Can I see it? So I guess somebody either like approached him or he approached them saying, hey, Big Debbie cakes for $50. Come eat it. Okay? So I guess the girl wasn't an eater and she exposed him. In my opinion, I do think that is his picture. I know he came out there and sort of denied it, but the skin tones match and the piece matches, okay? Meaning the piece. The D piece, it matches from what we've seen in previous, leaks. So it comes to the fact of these people have kids. So this is why, to me, OnlyFans is kind of tricky to me, because I feel bad for more of Fizz's son, because let's say this gets out there in their schools. Kids nowadays are some of the cruelest people. They will pick on you and pick on you. So my fear is he's going to get extremely bullied by his classmates when they find out that his dad's Debbie cakes are all over the internet. And for you guys that are saying he has a loose Debbie cake, okay, you guys are nasty, because how do you guys know what a loose Debbie cake looks like? You guys may have had loose Debbie cakes in the past. That's how you guys know what a loose Debbie cake looks like, okay? So I don't like that, because from what I saw, from what my very tender eye saw, it didn't look loose. It looked, like a normal Debbie cake. So Moniece, you guys, said that she could never show her face in the hood after pictures of her baby daddy, Debbie cakes, was all over the internet. So she said, and now that I think about it, I can never show my face in the hood again. Not only have I lost of my hottie privileges, I'm pretty sure I just lost all my street cred too. It's windy out here. Stay cool, ladies. So look, I was at home minding my business, working. I still am. I woke up as my hood and hottie, and now I'm about to go sleep as a holy. Emphasis on the whole. Before I continue, you guys, please, you guys hit that like button, or make sure you guys hit that like button, because guess what? Cardi B told me she got to apologize for Carisha and Little Fizz.
Y'all want to hear what Cardi B had to say? Okay. I apologize, I apologize, I apologize, I apologize, I apologize.
Oh, let me play Cardi B one more time after she found out that you tried to set me up.
I apologize, I apologize, I apologize, I apologize, I apologize.
Okay, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Okay, so let me keep reading the tweet. All right, so it said, as a holy end, baby mama, I feel like I'm stuck in the project version of Cinderella. Man, life comes at you fast. Stay dangerous, ladies. To me, this is kind of petty because you got to still think of your son too, Miss Moniz. And not even that. Weren't you supposed to be pregnant? Where's the baby? Does Little Fizz have to push that out his Big Debbie cakes? Because I'm confused. Because I remember when she was saying she was pregnant and all these stories were coming out, and all of a sudden there's no baby. So what happened? Did it disappear just like Love and Hip Hop Hollywood or what? I'm just saying. I would love to see you. If you guys haven't catched my recap of VH1 Family Vacation, you guys need to 100%. I would love to see a family vacation with Little Fizz and Moniz in one cast. I feel like season 4 would be a big miss if they don't end up putting them in a cast together. Because if you guys seen this season 3 has been extremely successful with the Tokyos and the Carly Reds and the Mariah Lynn's and the Spice. Queen of the Dancehall Spice, okay? So I think next season they need to put Moniz, Little Fizz, April, and maybe even Omari on if they could afford him. Because I feel like he would ask for a huge hefty check. And he probably wouldn't even do it. Okay? I'm just saying. Because we want to see what they do. Okay? But he did come out there and say, hey, that's not my Debbie cakes. I don't claim the Debbie cakes. Okay? Those cakes are not mine. All right? Let me show you guys what he said on the Twitter sphere. Poor Lil Fizz. Oh my God. And I've seen a lot of people started clowning him and they kept saying, oh, that's why they said that's why Moniz used to call him Lil Fizzle Pop. Because I guess he had a little fizzle pop in the WA. Oh. Oh man. I'm telling y'all, the people that have OnlyFans, you guys got to be really careful because you never know who's screen recording, screenshotting, and everything. And those private message stuff, don't ask how I know, girl. Those private messages stuff, they could get real tricky. So you got to kind of be careful, right? Her parents said she lied. Carly deserved it. LOL, it's about time somebody did it. Oh, when it came to the Tokyo versus Carly, I do agree Carly deserved it, to be honest, but I don't think Tokyo should have snuck her because people are going to use that excuse as to why Carly lost. But we know Carly would have lost that fight regardless because Carly can't fight. So, yeah. And Tokyo knocked the Mario coins out. She really did. I know Carly Red's life flashed before her eyes when she seen Tokyo hitting her. I know literally her life flashed before her eyes. It really did. All right. I gotta find what Mr. Fizz said, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I'm like extremely exhausted, you guys. Sorry if I'm low energy. I'm trying to do the best that I can. But I promised you guys this tonight, so I had to give it to you guys, okay? All right, so found it. All right, so this is what you guys, Mr. Little Fizz said. He said, this is crazy. The levels these chicks will go to try and destroy and ruin you. Wow, unbelievable. Y'all have a happy holiday. That is not me. Okay? Someone said Lil Fizz took bump to heart I see. If it is him, what's the problem with admitting it? A lot of girls are into, not a lot, but some girls are into, playing with the Debbie cakes. Hashtag not my Debbie cakes. Thank you, Queen Czar. Make sure you guys hashtag that. Hashtag not my Debbie cakes. A lot of people, some girls are into that type of stuff. So it's like, don't be embarrassed if it is. You get what I'm saying? Because some girls are into that. And not even that, you're not the first person that's Debbie cakes that have been exposed. 4 from Black Ink Crew, we've seen his Debbie cakes smashed into the camera. Okay? And we saw all types of views from it. We saw the angle 1, angle 2 of his Debbie Cakes. And he didn't admit it, but we know it was him because his face was in it. But he didn't really, he shied away from it, but he started an OnlyFans from it. So it's like, just own it, Little Fizz. It'll make it feel, I feel like, a lot better. And you denying it, I feel like makes it worse. Because you could kind of tell it's him, y'all. From the piece, you could tell it's him. Okay? It's sad that this did happen, though, before the holidays. The only thing is I'm scared for the son. Like, I'm really scared for the son. And Monique, you're not making it better poking at your baby father, especially due to the fact that he's really been the one that's been in Cameron's life. Okay? That's her son. That's been in the baby's life and everything, really stepping up as a father. So regardless of what you can say about him and his Debbie Cakes, he stepped up when he had to, which he shouldn't get an award for that because, hey, you're the dad. But you have to take that into an account too, with what your son may potentially have to deal with if any of his classmates end up seeing this. Because one thing about these kids, they will pick on you, and not even that, they're all over the internet. They have more following than us adults because they're so good with these apps. So you might want to be careful with that, Mr. Fizz. Not Mr. Fizz, Miss Monique. The same. And Mr. Fizz, you need to do what Am Moore does. Am Moore doesn't, do, content with other people. A lot of it is really individual. And it's more so, I haven't subscribed to it, but I have people that subscribe to it that tell me it's more so like, not cosplay, but like role-playing type of situations. So you might want to look into doing that and maybe playing up to where you are about to get, naked, but not naked at all, because it's going to follow you. And most importantly, it's going to follow your son, which is scary. Child, imagine seeing your dad's OF. Exactly. I was going to feel bad, but if he started an OF, he must not be that sad. He been had an OF. Lil Fizz been had an OF. He just got caught up in it, to be honest. A lot of these celebrities doing, a lot of these hip-hop stars have an OF. They just don't promote it heavily, but they have it. The link is in the bio, girl. Okay? Off topic, but Jhené Aiko, baby daddy, does OnlyFans, and she doesn't bash him at all. Big Sean, wait a minute. Big Sean has OnlyFans? Since when? I know you lying. His son is not going to look at him the same. Again, he's in middle school now. Exactly. What's worse, seeing your mom's or dad's OF? I would say mom. Because men are a lot more sexualized in the media. Not in the media, but in real life. So it wouldn't be a surprise. But your mom being like that, getting their LF exposed, to me, that would be more humiliating. No, Ryan, her first baby daddy. Oh, okay. I was about to say. Hold on now. I was about to say. Let me find out Big Sean had an OnlyFans. I'm about to end this live early, girl. Let me stop. It's late night, so we could talk. I was about to end this live early and give you a little check out your early tea. Boy, how big is you? Give me all your residuals. It's all But yeah, I do hope that his son doesn't have to deal with this, to be honest. And this is why I feel like with reality TV, you really got to be careful with putting your kids on television, because it kind of really exposes them out there. Because now we know this kid's first name. That's why I respect a lot of reality stars. They don't put certain people on the show because they don't want them put out there, like, at all. So yeah. Next thing I want to talk about, you guys, is Janet Jackson is going on tour, you guys. I may have to, do me a little spin and go see her, because I love, one thing about me, anybody that knows me, I'm a real 90s type of kid. Like, I love 90s music. Okay? I feel like I was born in the wrong decade. Even though, well, no, I was born in the right decade, but I feel like I was born too late. How about that? Okay? If y'all know, figure out my age, I can't. But I feel like I was born way, way too late. And I should have been born like in the 80s type vibe. Okay? So 80s and 90s music to me is what like I listen to the most. And you know what I'm saying? Like I want to see I am so lonely. Like I want to see that, okay? I want to see that in person. So I'm wondering and seeing how she's gonna be able to, you know, give us a show in concert, and it is featuring special guest Ludacris, okay? So I love you, so Ludacris also. So let me know if you guys are going to be checking y'all some Janet Jackson. Nasty girl, that nasty girl. Da, 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 da. Nasty girl. Okay, let me know if y'all gonna be checking it out in concert, babies. All right. I'm gonna start taking callers. Make sure you guys hit that link that's pinned at the very top. I believe I pinned it, but I'm so tired I low-key don't remember if I pinned it or not. And, moderators and commenters, let me know if I pinned the link. First person I'm gonna add is my girl season 3 baddie with the baddest. What's up?
I'm so glad you added me first, because Pierre, we both need to go to sleep.
I'm exhausted.
I was sitting here dying. I'm like, Pierre, take your butt. You know, we just having a good time with a friend, and you're just like, girl, go to sleep because you can't. You got me dying over here. But anyway, okay. So, there's a couple things I just want to touch on real quick because I know it's late. But thank you for still going on. I appreciate you. Okay. So the first thing, I had a couple theories about the whole pow, and I don't think it's cool that they're trying to blame Kelsey now. I think that's why she's now jumped back on kind of Megan's side, because for a while, you know, like I said, with the, like someone was saying, with like the diss track and stuff like that, she was kind of very just like neutral, but kind of on his side, one minute, kind of not. I'm just ready to see what's happened, but I do have a very like, I have a theory that he's not going to do any time. Like, I feel like this is all going to be like, he might take a guilty plea, but it's going to be like, because they gave him so many charges. I feel like now, if like he takes a plea, it's going to be like, if anything, like a year of something. Like, you know, it's always like a big old thing, and then at the end, you like, really? You know?
Yeah, that
and
makes
I mean,
sense. Yeah.
I just feel like if he really did do it, though, like, no, you need to do some serious time, because this is not okay. And everybody who's had his side, I hope they are at least going to be like honest about him being wrong, if it is wrong.
Right.
Do you get what I mean?
Right.
That's pretty much all I got to say about that. I'm just ready. Oh, no, I was going to say that trial is in LA, and everybody and their mama trying to get in that courthouse. That's why people can't get in. Now you got to have a connect to get in there.
Oh, Jesus,
You
Lord.
got to be greasing some palms, or you got to literally be out there. Like, if the court opens at 8, trial don't start till 12, you got to be there at 5:30 in the morning.
Because I'm like, I remember with Tasha K, everybody was up in that courthouse, girl. I was like,
where was hers at though? In New York?
I think so, yeah.
But you gotta remember, like, this is something everybody's been talking about forever in LA. You got TMC, you got every little news, you know, so that's why. Okay, so let's get on the Carisha reporters. Okay, so here's my thing, guys. What does season 3 baddie always say? Clout is drug. Clout is drug. Okay, so let's start. Okay, there's so many thoughts. I just want to make sure they come across.
Take your time.
The thing
I know it's
is,
late.
yeah, the thing is, let's start with, it's just there's too many, like, this is why I get so irritated with, like, the way social media and everything. You know, at the end of the day, they say they're city girls, but at the end of the day, like, I don't care, any woman, you're gonna still have those feelings at the end of the day. And for what you were saying, you know what? Let me just start from the top of my notes. Okay, number 1, Ak is lame, but he did have a point, and on his page, he went all the way in on her and ate her up harder than Island Boy be eating people up.
Oh, not Island Boy. Season 3 baddie still there?
Yes, I'm here. You hear?
You cut off a little bit after you said Island Boy.
Yeah, no, he ate her up harder than Island Boy. But, like, Ak is very lame. He does only go calculated at certain people. But I will say what he was saying was kind of the truth, you know? And I'm so glad you brought up that shawty walk. Because what is she, Diddy? What is the shawty walk? We all
That's what
know.
I'm wondering, child. I'm telling you, that's Penny Proud's sister. Because
I'm
Raw.
done. Get out
I
of
never
here.
heard no shawty raw.
But to answer your question, Pierre, Diddy sat on her show and told Miami to her face that he's dating. So they haven't had this conversation. We all saw the conversation that they had. We also saw when she had the sign, when he was getting honored. Did he say shawty what? No, he said, I would like to thank, rest in peace, my baby mama, and this one for being through it with me. Here's the thing. Like, everybody wants to say, I'd rather cry in my bands, da-da-da-da-da. You're still crying at the end of the day. And clearly, her and Gina, y'all both bothered. Like, I think Gina didn't know all the way. Miami might have knew, but I think Gina was taken by surprise because she's taking it a little bit harder. But at the end of the day, you're both clearly bothered. It's sad because, like I said, women could say whatever they want and act cool about whatever they want. But at the end of the day, those feelings are still there.
Right.
They're still there. And
I agree with you 100%. I think Miami she lost her city girl mentality at that point. Because she's really not all about the things she raps about with the city girl. I'm about the city girl. She don't really represent that all the way in real life.
And that's my thing is like, bro, like y'all over here fighting, you and is her name Gina? Y'all going back over a man who just had another baby. Like, come on, bro. Like, at the end of the day, this is not what we need to be showing these kids growing up, bro. It's not cute. Mm-hmm. I wish a man would call me you won't even get the wop out because I'm gonna whop you in your face, son. Like, nah, like, and it's just crazy. Like,
you gonna stop at the shawty.
Yeah, and it's sad because at the end of the day, it's clearly like, okay, are you just being? And the thing is, Diddy only came out because I did go in on her. Now, was it right? I mean, he was saying a lot of stuff that was true. Maybe you should just stay in your lane, act. But at the end of the day, clearly she was. We don't allegedly. She could have told Diddy she might not have, but clearly he said something. But you still didn't claim nobody.
Right.
So it just bugs me because everybody keeps putting up this facade goals. That's what I want. Da, 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 da. Is it really what you want? Because if I want somebody, I don't want to be fighting with people on the internet about them. I don't want people to be finding out they had a baby. What?
Right.
And I'm just tired of people acting like they're cool. This is not cute, bro. Like, and if this is what y'all aspire to be like, bro, miss me with that. It's not cute. I want a man who loves me for me. Thank you, sir. Sorry, I just had to go off.
No,
period. Okay, well, to answer your question about what's worse about the parents on OnlyFans, I think it depends on what they're posting. Okay, because if like that pastor that was revealed, I would absolutely.
Oh, you're talking about the one that was smashing them Big Debbie cakes into smithereens?
Into smithereens. But then again, if my dad was like homeboy from freaking No Jumper, and he had a little shorty thing that was making money, like, whatever, dude. Props to you, mama. But honestly, at the end of the day, my parents are just super old, so like it would just be like you want to know a funny story real quick? I had a ballet teacher who hated me all growing up because I always had a big mouth, run in my mouth. I want to say 10 years after high school, I got a link, and this girl doing straight up porn.
Oh wow!
So I was like, oh. Yeah, and I'll DM you the stuff she was doing because it was a mess. But I think that's all I really wanted to touch on. Oh, Janae Eco's baby daddy. He the one who was doing the butt naked jumping jacks.
Wait, say that again?
Janae Eco baby daddy. That was the one that was doing the butt naked jumping jacks.
Oh, wait. So
do you have that link?
Brother is
yes.
Oh wow!
I literally Googled it up because I was like, wait, Orion, I know that name. That's the fool that had the watermelon with Omari.
I know you lying.
And I'm gonna send you butt naked jumping jacks, and you welcome.
Right? No, I seen that clip, bro.
Oh, okay.
I see that. I seen that. Very much seen that on Twitter.
One more thing. Fresh and Fit is a joke, and they're two lames who literally pile a bunch of women in there on a facade and then literally just talk down on women. And I can't wait for the day women stop letting them do that, because at the end of the day, they make all of them look stupid. But Diamond the Body, did she really say that 1,500? I know you didn't talk about it tonight, but I need to know if that was true.
I seen, basically she was saying she slept with 3K dudes with Tasha K, which I'm like, y'all let Tasha K really use that as the title. Now everybody just gonna look at that video and was going to put their head down and shake their head. But apparently she did sort of say that on the interview. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, girl. Well, I hope you got a lot of money from that because I know. Anyway, take your butt to sleep, but take some more callers because I'm still listening.
Right.
I love you. I'll see you
Right.
next time, baby. Bye.
All right. I love my seeing Steve Betty. So I said big legs in for. Oh, it looks like everybody getting the tea that was gonna drop tomorrow. Oh my god. Oh my god. I was gonna drop it tomorrow. That is crazy. It's funny. Shout out to Gigi Mom. Me and Gigi Mom was talking about it a little bit earlier today. Okay, I'm going to add How Do You Do Mama. What's going on? What's going on?
Hello. I usually watch, but I'm like, I got some stuff to say tonight.
Oh, my bad.
Can you
What's
hear me?
up?
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear
So
you.
I had something to say about Lumel. It's
Mhm.
interesting because I don't know if you remember on Jocelyn Hernandez's cabaret or whatever, when Raven was talking and Lumel was telling them all to shut up, Raven was like, okay, Daddy, I'm gonna be quiet. And I was like, ooh,
Oh.
what's going on? You gotta go back and watch it because that piqued my interest in how he interacts with those cast members on the shows, plural. And then in terms of Carisha and Diddy, I honestly hate to say that I live for the dynamic because I truly do. I do because I do think that they have how do I say? I feel like they have a level of understanding that we as outsiders don't, and then it becomes convoluted in the public because they're having private conversations that they don't want to share.
So
Because
you think they have an understanding between each other that hey, you my shoddy wop, and that's that on that.
yeah, and he a trick.
Oh
Let's
wow.
be for real, allegedly. If we want to keep it completely honest, I do think that he provides in a way that men do, and I think it's a dynamic that is very city girl like, and we just don't want to admit it because it makes us uncomfortable when it doesn't necessarily make her uncomfortable. I think the defensiveness that she has on the internet is just her feeling embarrassed because she's meant to feel embarrassed when she doesn't truly feel that way internally. I don't think she really gives two blind Fs.
About him.
No, not necessarily about him, but about how she's perceived. It's like one of those things where when people are like, "Ooh, McDonald's is good," when you don't have a bee in your ear telling you it's nasty.
Right. Oh,
That
I
thing.
get what you're saying. Yeah. No, I see what you're saying for sure. She doesn't really care about the perception that everybody else sees. She just knows that her and Diddy have that understanding.
That's how it comes across to me because no shade, why would she go out of her way to cater to him in this way if she didn't? And vice versa, because Diddy ain't the type to say too much about women that he don't care about. But I mean, like Wendy Williams say, "How you doing?" So who really knows the truth? Allegedly,
said out there so much about him too, which a lot of people say that about him. I don't really see it. I know the stories and everything like that, but it's I don't really see it.
Well, trade is called trade for a reason. See, the new trade got us. The new trade got us confused.
But I see it with him, but maybe I don't know. But there was a story I remember. There's a legend, of course. J. Cole was him and Diddy got into it because Diddy did something he didn't like. So I'm like, what did he do? But he never went to detail and said what he did. So that to me, that story always stuck in my mind.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
And I also wanted to talk about parents who do OnlyFans. I am a milfy mom, and for me, it's you have to have those conversations. I wouldn't call myself a liberal, but I'm very liberal minded and progressive. I'm young, I'm hot. I feel like those are the things that you instill in your children to understand about sexual freedom. I'm an adult, they're not. That also goes into children are very cruel. I remember some of the things that I did as a kid, especially as a Gen Zer, but that's because our parents were monitoring what we were doing on the internet. And that becomes a parent's responsibility, if I'm not mistaken. I'm confused. Why are you not checking phones and tapping in with your kids to see what's going on? Because I know my child, at least the hope for my child is that she's going to walk that walk and be like, hey girl, I don't go. That's her. She grown. You not grown. Why you watching it? Where your mama? Like, that's what I would want my kids' response to be. Because in my mind, I believe that parents are supposed to fortify their children with confidence and the ability to snap back, pop back, say what you got to say, clap back, do what you got to do. Like, that's what you teach kids at home.
Right.
And I don't think, go ahead.
Agree with that. No, I agree with that too. That's why it's like when certain kids and stuff will come out to their parents, I feel like instead of them being mad at them, they need to teach them how to defend themselves if other people try to bully them on that. So I get what you mean 100%.
Well, because do you think Northwest is going to really be pressed about some kids talking about her mama?
Right.
You see North Guy Kim in the TikTok sweatshop. So let's be real. I think the kids are all right. I think we worry about kids in this way when it comes to the bullying and those kinds of things because our parents weren't equipped for this technology that we have today. So it's our responsibility, not even just as parents, just as adults, period, to be knowledgeable and things of that sort.
Right. No, you make a good point. You make a good point for sure. Who do you think in the case of Megan versus Tory?
Lord. I hate this conversation because, I don't really like Meg Thee Stallion, but I believe her.
Yes.
Like, I think she's kind of champ, but I think she's telling the truth. I don't think she's telling the full truth and it's all contextual. I think she's telling the truth about having gotten shot, but I think some of the details are convoluted. How people were saying she slept with Tory Lanez, but she said they didn't have a sexual relationship. I think that's convoluted. I think that's very words mean things kind of vibes because I think she could have had sex with him. She could have had sex with him more than one time, but that doesn't equate to a sexual relationship.
Right.
So
what do you think about her doing the Gayle interview? Do you think that made her kind of look like a liar?
I don't think it made her look like a liar. I think it was something that was supposed to evoke some kind of humanity from us as people. We're supposed to be like, oh, Meg. When in actuality, people who don't like her for the sake of not liking her in that way. Like, that wasn't going to make us more of a fan of hers or elicit some kind of emotion from us. Like, if you believe what you believe, period. Like, I'm tired of people using Gayle as their little scapegoat.
Yeah. Like I said with the Gayle thing, I feel like she said she didn't sleep with him because she didn't want to look like a whore in front of basically Gayle. Like, I feel like she thought Gayle was gonna like judge her and be like, oh, so you did, have relations with him. Do you think
because she doesn't want to be challenged. That's something that she didn't want to be challenged, which that's where you go in and you say, hey, like, I did sleep with him, but we didn't have a sexual relationship. Because do you get what I'm trying to say? Am I making sense when I'm saying that?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Like, it's funny. I don't know, like, and then Meg she doesn't make good music. She made good music. She made good bops, but her albums kind of.
The last project I will say was a little disappointing. I only found a couple tracks on there that really like stuck with me, but she does need to sort of like do a musical renovation type stuff. I feel like one of the best.
There's nothing wrong with being hot and being a model, like Rihanna. You could just be a hot girl. Like, that's very much going back to Carisha. Like, people talk about like, where's the music? Where's the music? She busy being a hot girl, and that's okay. But I really genuinely feel like it's odd that like all of these people are like Tory Lanez fans. Like, come on, be for real.
So you think some of these fans are just
misogynist?
They do not like Megan, basically,
or they just don't like women. Period. Like, that's how it comes across. It's like very much men who don't like women.
Yeah. A lot of the blogger comments, I'm telling you, go to these blogger comments, they don't care they don't care if Megan gives a donation to the United Negro Fund Foundation for $3 million. They'll be like, oh, she's only doing that because of that. So yeah. Any final thoughts in these situations?
No, I felt like I got everything off my chest. Yeah, keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a great job. I love tuning in. I have to call in more with more cohesive thoughts. But yeah, I love what you got to say and keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
Night. All right, I'm gonna add in one more caller, and then I'm like 2 seconds from I'm like exhausting. Okay, I'm gonna add in Adara. What is going on? What is going on?
Hey y'all, hey Pierre.
What's
Y'all,
up?
Instagram was on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, we're not even talking about this show or Now That's TV. I'm sorry. Okay, but when it comes to Fizzle Pop,
We're
Fizzle
gonna get to
Crack.
that tomorrow. Don't worry.
Okay,
I'm saying
because
tomorrow, but
I'm a
in
DM you. I
tomorrow.
got some tea. I was watching the
Yes.
whole live. I got the
Oh yes.
screenshots. Okay. But when it comes to Fizzle Crack, honestly, the way he's disrespected women, like, and try to act like he's that dude, but his thing is that small, like it's a nub. Like, I know mushrooms. I see mushrooms bigger than that. Like, that's a nub. You got a nub, but you out here disrespecting women like that. Okay, like this would happen, you know. Wait, what else did you talk about tonight? Because I literally came in at the end when you were talking about Fizzle.
Megan and Tory, and then also Young Miami and Diddy.
When it comes to Megan and Tory, I'm like, how many years ago did this happen? Like, I just can only imagine what it feels like to be in that like whole situation. I really feel like Tory has little man syndrome. I really do feel like he just pops off because he's real little. And the friend that Megan was there with, she's weird. So you're gonna make a diss track, and then when everything comes out, you're about to hop the ship. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
When it comes to Young Miami and Diddy, I'm like, the real issue everyone has is that they went up on her show and she was talking about she had it real bad for him, but he out here real bad having babies with other girls. Like, okay, that's your trick, but at the same time, it's like you're making it seem like that's not your trick. And if you're not bothered, there's no reason for you to get on Twitter and start tweeting like.
It's funny, like I remember one time, right? I met like a couple girls that have like real life tricks. They live the most lavish life. There was a girl, and she's not on my page, so y'all don't go on my photography page start hunting. But I had worked with this girl one time, and the dude she was staying with, I mean the dude where she was staring at, the guy that she was messing around with owned the apartment, like the apartment complex type thing. So she never paid rent the whole time she was staying there. Not a dime. Because she was messing around.
That's a real trick there. That's a real trick.
I'm like, wow.
I know some other girls. We know some girls. You want to talk about it tomorrow, but some girls getting their rent paid for it.
I was like, that's amazing.
Oh my gosh, I love you, Pierre. Thanks for adding me. But I can't wait for tomorrow. You going live tomorrow night or tomorrow?
Definitely tomorrow. We go talk about it live.
Okay, period.
Right.
See you later.
Night. All right, y'all excited for this Not As TV information that dropped, baby. All right, entertainers, let me know what you guys think about some of these topics down below. For my replay watchers, what do you guys think about Megan versus Tory? How do you guys think this case is going to end up resulting out? What do you guys think about Young Miami and Diddy? Do you guys think Mr. Diddy needs to sort of claim Carisha in her full worth? Or do you guys think that they should just stay and she should be, still his shoddy wop, as he called it, okay? And then also, what do you guys think about little Fizzle Pop, okay? Did you guys see his Big Debbie cakes fizzle or pop? Okay, entertainers, leave your comments down below. And we are out, babies.
Ain't no personal thing.